Hello, I think we're live now. So, yes, I am live. Fantastic. Excellent. So today, it's a Friday, which means it's Phrasal Verb Friday with Anya Teaches English. Let's just see, is anybody here? Not yet. All right, I'm a little bit late actually. I was going to start at 6 UK time, but it's now 6 minutes past 6. But I'm going to start. I'm a little bit late. I have a little bit of a bad habit with lateness sometimes. I'm trying to improve. All right, so the reason I'm going live today is to talk about the difference between the phrasal verb give up and give up on. Because on my Instagram, I posted the phrasal verb give up, but in my example sentence, I used give up on. So I can understand why that was a bit confusing. And Instagram user, what's his name, is Felipe Israel, commented. I'm actually going to read his, well, before I read his comment, I'm going to give you the example sentence, the definition and the example sentence that I gave. So the phrasal verb for today was to give up on my Instagram. All right. If you're watching, by the way, do say, oh, you've said hello. Hello, Alice. Hello, Adolfo. Hello, Fena. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining me. And Edvan, hello, from Brazil. Hello, thank you for joining me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by telling you the phrasal verb give up. And the example sentence, the give up, and the meaning of give up is to stop trying or to quit. And the example sentence I gave was you should never give up on trying to, you should never give up on trying to achieve your dreams. So notice that in my example sentence, I said give up on, not just give up. And then as a result of that, an Instagram user called Felipe Israel, not sure if he's here, but he commented saying, I'll read his comment for you. He said, why give up on? Isn't it only give up already? Isn't only give up already the phrasal verb? Shouldn't I say, I'll give up smoking instead of I'll give up on smoking? Why should I use on? And that's a very good question. It was an excellent question, one that I hadn't actually thought about when I was posting my post. So I'm very grateful, thankful to Felipe Israel for pointing this out to me, because I can imagine it is a bit confusing. So that's why I decided to go live to explain it today. So let's start with just simply give up. We use give up. So like I said, it does mean to stop or to quit something. It is often used to talk about quitting a habit. So giving up a bad habit. And on my Instagram as well, a few days ago on Wednesday, I asked you guys, my question of the week was, do you have any bad habits? And a lot of people answered. Because obviously we know bad habits are bad, so a lot of people try to give up their bad habits. Some people want to give up smoking. Some people want to give up eating junk food. Other people want to give up drinking alcohol, for example. Some people want to give up going on Facebook all day. Some people want to give up using their phone all the time. These are some things that people want to give up because they are bad habits. So that's how we use give up very often. Let's see. Oh, we've got a couple more people here. Mary, Helen, and Non. Thank you for joining us, me. All right. Okay, so that's when we use give up. We also use give up when something is very difficult. So if something is bad or difficult, we can give up. We can give it up. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, this is a completely imaginary example, by the way, because I'm not very sporty, I'm not very fit and active. But let's say, for example, I am training for a marathon. So in preparation for training for this marathon, I give up smoking. I give up smoking because I want to get fit and healthy. I give up eating junk food. Give up junk food because, again, junk food's not good for me. I give up alcohol, give up drinking. And I train for the marathon, but in the end, I think, oh, this is too difficult. This training for this marathon is too difficult for me, so I'm going to give up. So again, we can use give up because it was too difficult. I gave up the bad stuff, the bad habits, and then I gave up training for the marathon because it was too hard. Okay, so hopefully that's a bit clearer, but now let's compare it to give up on. And it can be a bit confusing because sometimes these can be interchangeable, so we can use one or the other sometimes. But the main difference is that give up on are usually, people use give up on when they're talking about good things, when they're talking about, for example, let me give you some examples. Yeah, we could say, you should not give up on your friends. You should not give up on achieving your dreams. You should not give up on love, for example. So all of those examples, friends, your dreams, love, these are all good things. They're not like smoking and drinking and eating junk food. Those are bad things that we give up. But we don't want to give up on the good stuff. The good stuff is the stuff that's worth fighting for, the stuff that's, you want to try to do. Yes, exactly, Ivanka Bugino. That's a good example. I was going to use the same example. Don't give up learning English. Good. So often we say use give up when we're talking about, you can use give up when we're talking about things you should quit, and we use give up on when we're talking about things that we shouldn't quit. And usually give up on, it means you've tried, you've made an attempt, you've really tried to make something work, but it just doesn't work, so you give up on it. So let's say, for example, I'm going to use a random name, Susan. Susan was married 3 times. Susan had 3 marriages, but they all failed. She was divorced married 3 times and divorced 3 times. So she gave up on love as a result. Very sad. So we wouldn't say she gave up love. We would say she gave up on love. So she tried to make these things work. She tried to love. She tried to make her marriages work, but she couldn't. So she gave up on love. Yeah, so that's the main difference. I hope that's clear. Another thing to note is that we do a phrase that we often use to encourage people. If someone is finding something difficult, if someone says, oh, I'm trying to do this exam, or I'm trying to learn English, but I can't, it's too difficult, then you, as a friend, can say, don't give up. Just simply, don't give up. And, it's a kind of shortened way of saying, don't give up on learning English, for example, in this case. But often, because we just shorten it to make it more natural, just simply say, don't give up. You can do it. Don't give up. So that's what I would say to anyone out there who's studying English. Don't give up. You can do it. Yeah, so that's it. Those are the main differences between give up and give up on. I hope that's cleared it up a little. So if you want to, let's have a look at the comments. If you'd like to try out an example sentence, I will take a look at it. So remember, it's give up a bad habit, or give up something difficult, and give up on something that's normally worth trying, worth pursuing. Just another one. I've just thought of another example. In Christianity, there's a thing called Lent, which is for 40 days. A lot of Christians, they choose something to give up. So some Christians give up chocolate, not all Christians, of course, but the ones who follow this tradition. Some Christians give up chocolate for Lent. Some Christians give up, I don't know, they give up, I think my friend gave up social media for 40 days. She stopped using Facebook, so she gave up using Facebook for 40 days for Lent. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, we've got a couple of more comments. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm just reading a comment from I'm just going to answer Masood. Asks me to lay it out again. I've been quite clear, I think. So after this video is finished, I do encourage you to go back. If you're just joining me or Masood, go back after I finish this video and watch it from the start, and hopefully you will understand. And if you still have questions after watching the video from the start, then you can write to me in the comments and I will try to explain it more. The main difference, I'll just highlight the main difference: give up something bad, give up on something that's worth fighting for, worth pursuing. So you should give up things like smoking, drinking, eating junk food, but you should not give up on your friends. You should not give up on yourself. You should not give up on your hopes and dreams. All right, and to answer Nuha Benyamina's question, that's a good question. She asks, is give up on like give in? No, give in is something different. Give in is to surrender. So if you're playing a game, for example, and it's you're not winning, but you're kind of bored of the game, you might say, I give in. I give in. I mean, I surrender. You win, I give in. So that's the difference. So give in is different from both of those. Good. All right. So I think we're done for today. Just a short class. And remember, if you have any questions, you can write to me in the comments and I will read them and try to answer any questions you have. Remember, if you want to take a class with me, you can book a 20-minute trial class for just £1 on my website, anyateachersenglish.com, or on my Facebook by clicking the Book Now button if you are interested in taking a class. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much to all of you who joined me, and I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.